So since partnering with Icon Media Co, what increase in listing numbers have you seen?
Quite significant, actually. They've plugged the hole, we could say, in the sense of leads coming through and getting in front of new clients.
And with the Icon Media Co's appointment setter solution, how has that changed your day-to-day?
Me and allowed me to focus on more dollar productive things throughout the day while still generating appointments and appraisals through the appointment. So I guess if you're watching this, you're looking at, well, I wonder if they're qualified. Very much so. They're not just tire kickers and looking to just get a price update for rental property or something like that, or they're not even owning the property. They're qualified. So they're exactly what you want as an agent.
Well, Peter, thanks for your time. So just to start off, tell me a little bit about your role at Ryder Realty and a little bit about the agency.
Yeah, so I'm the acting principal and director of Ryder Realty here on the Lower North Shore and Central Coast. I wear a lot of hats in the business. I also do a bit of the marketing. I do a lot of the ads, the letterbox shops. You know, as a startup real estate business, doing everything at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. And what kind of suburbs do you focus on?
So we're based on the Lower North Shore. So for me personally, I look after suburbs like Mossman, Cremorne, Neutral Bay, North Sydney, St Leonards. And then we're also established on the Central Coast. So there are suburbs like Avoca Beach, Terrigal, Copacabana, McMaster's Beach, suburbs like that. So also East Gosford, etc. So yeah, no, we've cast the net wide, but we've got the team to sort of back it up, so which is nice.
And you're specialising in houses and apartments, or a little bit of both?
Residential real estate and a bit of commercial too. So we do dabble into a bit of commercial real estate, but we also do leasing and management. So we lease properties, manage properties. Sort of have our fingers in a few little pies there.
Keep them busy by the sounds of it. That's
absolutely.
Good. So since partnering with Icon Media Co, what increase in listing numbers have you seen?
Quite significant, actually. They've plugged the hole, we could say, in the sense of leads coming through and getting in front of new clients. I can't fault it from that perspective. So it's quite significant.
Fantastic. And with the Icon Media Co's appointment setter solution, how has that changed your day-to-day? And can you share some of the success stories you've had so far with that offer?
Yeah, sure. So I guess me being a selling principal and a director of a company, time is quite limited. So to pick up the call and pick up the phone and do, I guess, just the basics of cold calling and or booking appointments can sometimes feel a little bit stretched. So implementing a system like that to allow somebody else to do that sort of actually non-dollar productive task and then turn it into a dollar productive task in the sense of an actual appointment being booked. And that's, at the end of the day, for me, that's where I shine and do my best work, which is, around the dining table in front of the client and spending time with them rather than just speaking to them on the phone. So I guess from that perspective, it's removed that task for me and allowed me to focus on more dollar productive things throughout the day while still generating appointments and appraisals through the appointment center. So no, I can't fault it, and a necessity within my day-to-day routine to have it in place, because without it, I'm going to be finding that some things are going to slip through the gaps, where it be trying to chase up calls and so forth. So it's a big one.
And it must be nice seeing the meetings automatically pop up in your calendar on a regular basis, which is good. And you had a few. How many listings have you secured off the back of it so far?
Yeah, we've picked up quite a few. Yeah, so they've generated qualified. So I guess if you're watching this, you're looking at, well, I wonder if they're qualified. Very much so. They're not just tire kickers and looking to just get a price update for rental property or something like that, or they're not even owning the property. They're qualified. So they're exactly what you want as an agent. And when you're going through the door, from that perspective, all you need to do is secure the listing then from there on. So do your part, take it through the process. So from that perspective, we've picked up quite a few.
It's fantastic to hear, Peter. And it's great to hear that because, that's the whole idea behind the appointment setter is we want to be able to, one, free up time for agents to do more in their day, and also shift that paradigm from we want to get you leads to we want to get you in-person appraisals and then lead into listings. So really appreciate you sharing that success stories with us.
No, pleasure's mine.
And why do you think it's important to choose a marketing agency that specializes in the real estate industry?
Well, I think it speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? I think having someone that's working for you, not only your personal brand or for the company's brand, at least knows real estate and how the consumers react and behave, and being able to target them in that way is very important. I think if you're implementing just a marketing agency that doesn't know real estate, they've got to have to learn it so they can then implement a system that targets that type of demographic, or people that are actually going through that type of process in their life. So I think it's a pretty well no-brainer when it comes to it, because if you were to choose someone else, you would have to, as a director or as a principal, you'd have to actually educate them of what you're wanting. Where for you guys, you already knew it because you're in the trenches anyway with this. You know real estate, you know how it needs to be marketed, you know what our goals are and what we're looking to achieve as real estate agents. So you don't have to sit down and go through that process. It's sort of like you implement you guys and you provide a bit of media in the sense of graphics, like logos, etc. And then you guys are away and racing. From that perspective, it makes that process implementation really easy.
Yeah, it's good to hear. And with your experience so far with the team here at Icon Media Co., how have you found that?
Yeah, really good. I get along with everyone that I speak with from the team from Icon, and they're really always picking up the phone if I've ever got questions. Nothing's a silly question, which is great. Or if I'm looking to trial things or wanting to implement things, they're not shying away from any challenge. So no, the communication is really strong with the group, and they're always eager to talk to us as well. So it's not just set and forget. They're always continuously providing data to us so we can obviously leverage our position as well. So really good
to hear and good feedback. And I think it's important to be, partnering with the agencies. It's going to be part of their business to be able to understand the business and get the best out of it. So it's good that we're on the same page there.
Yeah, it feels like an attachment to or a business within the business.
100%.
When we talk to our vendors, we're like, we've got a marketing agency that helps us target buyers or helps us target certain attributes within the market. Talk to our vendors like you're in our business, you're part of the business. So it actually helps from that perspective too.
Yeah, definitely. And we need to know your success and where you need support so we can, adjust how we approach the day-to-day so we can get the best out of your campaigns for you. So yeah, it makes total sense. And advice or reassurance for, say, an agent that may have had a negative experience in the past with other agencies. What would you say to them if they're considering coming on board with Icon Media Co., but they're not too sure and they're sitting on the fence?
Yeah. I guess personally, my experience, I've used it twice now and implemented it twice with 3-month runs. I guess if you're on the fence and you actually are looking to generate leads, like your primary goal out there is, I want more leads, I want more appraisals, you should just do it. It works. Like the proof is in the pudding. You're not going to be disappointed with implementing Icon. I can hand over heart tell you that. I'm sure the team can provide my details if you want to talk more in depthly around my process and how my experience has been. But honestly, if that's just your goal to actually generate those leads and get more appraisals, or even, we've done buyer work as well, trying to generate buyers for properties, that works too. So servicing vendors from that perspective. If that's what your goals are, then just implement. Honestly, you won't be disappointed. They'll be up and running really quickly. And I haven't even flinched at or even had the thought of changing or going with anyone else. I remember, I guess, leading up to my implementation, prior to that, I think I had quite a few different feelers out on different agencies to test the waters. Icon was probably the best with in the sense of follow up and connection in the sense of their process as well, and then had the conversations with the staff that allowed me to have that trust in actually pushing the button on making the investment in in Icon generate me the leads. So I guess, comparing it to the ones I was actually looking at, they were by far the best. So if you are looking at others, I'm sure you'll come to the same conclusion anyway.
Thanks, Peter. Always a pleasure, and thanks for your time.
No, pleasure's mine. Thank you.